What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have Vincent Jackson Through the years. He spent time with those San Diego Chargers, then he finished his career with those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He played college football at Northern Colorado, where he had a grand total of 146 receptions in 2 years for 2,844 yards, 32 TDs, and had a grand total of 13 100-yard plus games. So he is a rookie in Madden 06. He was drafted in the second round, pick number 61. He's 74 overall with 89 speed, 56 awareness, 84 agility, 86 acceleration, 77 catch, and a 93 jumping ability with a 63 break tackle. And you can see him over the middle with that big frame. Just mossing folks, man. He was a beast. He was a beast. Now, when we go to next gen back then on the 360, all of his attributes are exactly the same. Now, for his rookie season, he caught a grand total of 3 passes in 8 games for a grand total of 59 yards, 19.7 yards per catch. He also had a long of 21, 0 TDs, and 3 of his receptions went for first downs. In a win versus the Colts, he had 2 receptions for 41 yards. Madden 07, he's 74 overall, 89 speed, 84 agility, 86 acceleration, 56 awareness, 77 catch, 93 jump, and a 69 elusiveness rating. Now, Vincent Jackson in 16 games caught a grand total of 27 passes for 453 yards, averaging 16.8 yards per catch. He also had a long of 55, 6 TDs, and 19 of his receptions went for first downs. In a win versus Seattle, he had a grand total of 5 receptions for 97 yards, average 19.4 yards per reception, and he had a grand total of 2 TDs. He also ran the ball twice in that game for a grand total of 8 yards, and his longest carry was 8 yards. Madden 08, 79 overall for Vincent Jackson, 92 speed, 87 acceleration, 78 awareness, 81 catch, 76 route running, 75 catch and traffic, and an 80 spectacular catch rating as well. He would catch a grand total of 41 passes in 16 games for 623 yards, averaging 15.2 yards per reception. His longest reception of the year was 45 yards, 3 TDs, 28 of his receptions went for first downs. And they lost to Green Bay 24-31. He had 6 receptions for 98 yards. A 27-yard reception was the longest of the game for him, and he was also able to get a receiving TD. Now let's move on to Madden 09, where he is 89 overall, 93 speed for Vincent Jackson, 87 acceleration, 86 awareness, 89 catch, 82 route running, 88 catch in traffic, and an 88 spectacular catch rating as well. He would catch 59 passes in 16 games for 1,098 yards, his first 1,000-yard season so far. He would also average 18.6 yards per catch. He had a 60-yarder for his longest reception of the season. He also had 7 TDs, and 52 of his 59 receptions went for first downs. In a win versus Tampa Bay, he caught 7 passes for 111 yards. He also had a pretty good game versus New England, 5 catches for 134 yards plus a TD. Madden 2010, he is 83 overall, 85 speed, 86 acceleration, 81 awareness, 87 catch, 79 route running, 85 catch and traffic, and a 90 spectacular catch rating as well. He made it to the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career. He caught 68 passes for 1,167 yards, averaging 17.2 yards per catch, 9 TDs, and 58 of his 68 receptions went for a first down. And they win versus Dallas. The Chargers won 20-17. Vincent Jackson had 7 catches for 120 yards, and they win versus Cincinnati. He had 5 receptions for 108 yards plus 2 TDs. So he was doing his thing, man, all season long, and of course he made it to the Pro Bowl. Can he do it back-to-back seasons? Let's see. Madden 2011, he is 90 overall, 88 speed, 90 acceleration, 84 awareness, 91 catch, 88 route running, 90 catch in traffic, and a 97 spectacular catch rating as well. He would hit the injury bug for the first time in his career, playing in just 5 games, but he did have 14 receptions for 248 yards, averaging 17.7 yards per catch. He also had a long of 58, 3 TDs, and 12 of his 14 receptions went for first downs. And a win versus my favorite team, the 49ers. The Chargers went off 34-7, and Vincent Jackson went off. He had 5 receptions for 112 yards. A 58-yarder was the longest of the season for him, and it came versus the Niners, and he had 3 TDs, and he was beasting on that fade route. Just a little stutter step, goes to the corner, and then yaks on him. Let's move on to Madden 2012. Madden 2012, he's 87 overall, 91 speed, 84 acceleration, 84 awareness, 89 catch, 88 route running, 92 for his catch in traffic, and then a 96 spectacular catch rating. He would have a grand total of 60 receptions in 16 games for 1,106 yards, averaging 18.4 yards per catch. He had a long of 58, 9 TDs, and 54 of his 60 receptions went for first downs. And a loss to New England, he had 10 receptions for 172 yards, a long of 29, and 2 receiving TDs. And a loss to Green Bay, he would also catch 7 passes for 141 yards and 3 TDs. And this was a Pro Bowl season for our man Vincent Jackson. So let's move on to Madden 2013, where he comes in at 89 overall, 90 speed, 85 acceleration, 87 awareness, 90 catch, 90 route running, 94 catch in traffic, and a 95 spectacular catch rating. He'll make it to the Pro Bowl yet again, and this will be his final time, but his first time with the Buccaneers. In 16 games, he caught 72 passes for 1,384 yards, 19.2 yards per catch, had a 95-yarder for the long for the season, 8 TDs, and 61 of his 72 receptions went for first downs. And a loss to New Orleans, he had 7 receptions for 216 yards, averaging 30.9 yards per reception, and that's what he had his longest catch of the season, which went for 95 yards, plus he had a TD. Madden 25, he's 92 overall, 90 speed, 87 acceleration, 92 awareness, 94 catch, 93 route running, 96 catch in traffic, and a 95 spectacular catch rating as well. Vincent Jackson will grab 78 passes for 1,224 yards in 16 games, averaging 15.7 yards per catch. He had a long of 60, caught 7 TDs, and 60 of his 78 receptions went for first downs. In a win versus Atlanta, he had 10 catches for 165 yards plus a TD. And then in their second game versus Atlanta, he had 10 receptions yet again for 138 yards plus 2 TDs. So now it's time to move on to Madden 15. And in Madden 15, Vincent Jackson would still be a pretty solid receiver, coming in at 92 overall, 90 speed, 85 acceleration, 91 awareness, 95 catch, 92 route running, 96 catch in traffic, and a 95 spectacular catch rating. He will catch a grand total of 70 passes in 16 games for 1,002 yards. He would also have an average of 14.3 yards per catch. His longest reception of the season was 50. He also had 2 receiving TDs, and 50 of his 70 receptions went for first downs. And in loss for Detroit, he caught 10 passes for 159 yards, and that's where he had his longest reception of the season of 50 yards. And a loss to New Orleans, he also had a pretty good game, 8 receptions for 144 yards and a long of 34 there. Now it's time to move on to Madden 16, where receivers like Vincent Jackson and other guys should be able to show off their spectacular catch in a major way. But then we found out in Madden 16 that almost anybody can go up top with one of those spectacular catches, even if they're like 5'2". Anyways, though, he's 86 overall, 87 speed, 90 acceleration, 74 awareness, 92 catch, 83 route running, 93 catch in traffic, and a 94 spectacular catch rating. He would have a grand total of 53 receptions for 543 yards, 16.5 yards per catch. His long was 36. He also had 3 TDs, and 28 of his 33 receptions went for first downs, and he only played in 10 games that season. And a loss to Carolina, he had 10 receptions for 147 yards, plus a long of 23 that day, and he had 1 TD. In a win versus New Orleans, he had 3 receptions for 54 yards, plus a receiving TD as well. And this right here was just nasty, going up in between 2 defenders and bringing it down. Oh, it was pretty. Madden 17, he's 82 overall with 85 speed, 86 acceleration, 88 awareness, 91 catch, 83 route running, 91 catch in traffic, and a 92 spectacular catch rating as well. He would just play in 5 games, would catch just 15 passes for 173 yards, averaging 11.5 yards per catch. He had a long of 18, 0 TDs, but 8 of his 15 receptions went for first downs. And in a loss versus Arizona, he had 4 receptions for 4 yards. And then in a win versus Carolina, he had 3 receptions for 36 yards and a long of 17. His career numbers look like this, man. 54 receptions for 9,080 yards, 57 TDs. But in Madden, he was still a pretty solid receiver. Even in Madden 18, he was pretty solid as well. As you see him going over the top, too much speed, too much height. You can't contain him. Anyways, in Madden 18, he is 80 overall, and there go the rest of his attributes. I recently did a fantasy draft because I was bored. And then I realized that I still can't stand Madden 18 that much, but he was still available. He was still a solid third receiver if you wanted to pick him up, man. And I had some fun until I realized just all the BS that went along in that game. But anyways, man, for his career, he's 78.3 overall. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Until we meet again, my friends, peace, love, hot sauce.
Check it, every day we're getting it. Hey, check it, put the place up. Yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo. I'm a chaser. Face